Hola a todos y bienvenidos a Spanish Sip by Sip. You're here for episode 6, Shopping for Souvenirs, and I, for one, am ready. I'm your host, Alec.
And I'm Sophia. It's great to have you back with us. Last episode, we learned how to navigate a new city, and it sounds like Alex has taken that lesson to heart.
I sure have. Thanks to you, Sophia, I successfully found my way from the hotel to the local souvenir market. My credit card is practically vibrating in my wallet, and I'm ready to buy everything that isn't nailed down. Let's do this.
Okay, slow down there, shopping champion. Before you buy the entire market, we need to learn how to do it politely and effectively in Spanish. Today, we're going to cover the entire shopping experience, from browsing to bargaining to buying.
Perfect. I need to know how to ask for things and maybe how to ask for a better price. Let's dive in.
All right, first things first, browsing. You walk into a shop and a friendly vendor approaches. They might ask, ¿Le puedo ayudar en algo? Can I help you with something?
If you're not ready to buy, the magic phrase is Solo estoy mirando. Gracias. Solo estoy mirando. Gracias. That means I'm just looking. Thanks. It's perfectly polite and gives you space to browse. Let's practice. Solo estoy mirando. Gracias.
But now something catches your eye. You need to ask for it. You have a few great options. The simplest is tiene, which means do you have? For example, tiene postales? Do you have postcards?
Another great one is busco, meaning I'm looking for. Busco un sombrero. I'm looking for a hat. And of course, you can use our polite friend from the restaurant episode, quisiera, I would like. Quisiera un imán para el refrigerador. I would like a fridge magnet.
Okay, so you found the item, but maybe you want it in a different color or size. Let's cover some basics. Colors. Rojo is red. Azul is blue. Verde is green. Negro is black. And blanco is white.
And for sizes, pequeño is small, mediano is medium, and grande is large. So you can ask a really useful question. ¿Lo tiene en otro color?
¿Lo tiene en otro color? Do you have it in another color? Or ¿lo tiene en azul? Do you have it in blue? The same works for size. ¿Lo tiene en grande? Do you have it in a large?
Perfect. You found the exact item you want. Now for the moment of truth, the price. The most direct and common question is, ¿Cuánto cuesta? ¿Cuánto cuesta? How much does it cost? You can point to the item and ask that. Another great option is, ¿Qué precio tiene? Which means, what price does it have? Both are used everywhere.
Now, once they give you the price, this is where a bit of culture comes in. If you're in a big department store, the price is fixed. But if you're in an open-air market or en un mercado al aire libre, bargaining or regatear is often part of the fun.
It's true, but you have to do it politely. A great way to start is asking, ¿Es su mejor precio? Is that your best price? This signals that you're interested but hoping for a little flexibility.
If they say yes, then that's probably the price. But if they seem open, you can say, Es un poco caro para mí. It's a little expensive for me. Then you can politely offer a lower price. Remember to always be friendly and smile.
After some friendly back and forth, you agree on a price. Now it's time to pay. You might need to ask, ¿Puedo pagar con tarjeta? Can I pay with a card?
In many markets, the answer might be no, so it's good to have cash. You can say, Voy a pagar en efectivo. I'm going to pay in cash. This is a lot of information, and it brings up a key grammar point. When you're pointing at things and saying, I want this one, not that one, you're using a specific type of word, and that means it's time for a deep dive in the grammar sip.
Today's sip is on demonstrative adjectives and pronouns. That sounds complicated, but it's just the official name for words like this, that, and those. In Spanish, it's a little more detailed because there are 3 levels of distance.
That's right. The first level is for things right here, close to you, the speaker. For that, you use este for masculine nouns and esta for feminine nouns. For example, me gusta este sombrero. I like this hat that I'm holding.
The plurals are estos and estas. So, quiero comprar estas postales. I want to buy these postcards that are right here in my hand. So that's level 1. Este, esta, estos, estas.
The second level is for things that are a little further away, maybe closer to the person you're talking to. For that, you use ese for a masculine and esa for feminine. So you could say, prefiero esa camisa. I prefer that shirt, the one over there by you.
The plurals are esos and esas. ¿Cuánto cuestan esos imanes? How much do those magnets cost? So level 2, ese, esa, esos, esas.
And the final third level is for things that are far away from both of you. For that, you use aquel for masculine and aquella for feminine. You might point down the street and say, aquella tienda tiene mejores precios. That store over there has better prices.
The plurals are aquellos and aquellas. Aquellos sombreros son muy caros. Those hats way over there are very expensive. To recap all three, este, here, ese, there, and aquel, way over there. Mastering these will make your Spanish sound much more natural, and that was a big grammar sip.
It was, and all this talk about prices and clothes is the perfect setup for our segment on fun regional vocabulary.
You know it's time for the Get Chivity Corner.
Today we're diving deep into the world of shopping and money slang. The official word for money is dinero, but almost no one uses it in casual conversation. Every country has its own slang.
In Spain, you'll hear basta a lot. Someone might say, no me queda mucha pasta. I don't have much money left.
Hop over to South America, especially places like Argentina and Colombia, and you'll hear plata, which literally means silver. No tengo plata. I don't have money.
And if you're in Mexico, the word is lana, which means wool. It's a throwback to when wool was a valuable commodity. So you'd say, cuesta mucha lana. It costs a lot of money.
Okay, what about clothes? Let's take a simple t-shirt. In Spain, it's a camiseta, but in Mexico, it's a playera, and in Argentina, it's a remera. 3 different words for the exact same thing.
The same goes for sunglasses. In Spain, they're gafas de sol, but in most of Latin America, they're lentes de sol. And let's not forget the shopping bag to carry all your new stuff. Usually it's una bolsa, but in some places you might hear una funda.
And finally, how do you say that souvenir you just bought is cool? In Spain, you'd say que chulo. In Colombia or Venezuela, que chévere. And in Argentina, que copado.
It just shows how rich and varied the language is. You could have a whole conversation just with regional slang.
It was. That was our longest and most packed episode yet. We've covered a ton of ground. Let's do a final, thorough recap of the absolute essentials.
Good idea. To say I'm just looking,
Solo estoy mirando, gracias.
the most common way to ask the price,
¿Cuánto cuesta?
a polite way to start bargaining.
¿Es su mejor precio?
And how do you say this shirt versus that shirt over there?
Esta camisa versus esa camisa.
Fantastic. You are now fully equipped to be a savvy, polite, and successful shopper in any Spanish-speaking country. As for me, I'm officially out of lana.
Or plata, or pasta. That's all for this episode of Spanish Sip by Sip. We hope you had as much fun as we did.
Join us next time for episode 7, where we'll talk about making plans with new friends and talking about time.
Until then, keep practicing. Muchas gracias y hasta luego.
Ciao!